Hey y'all, it's btaylortv and welcome back to my channel. So as you know, I did a story this week about the family of 6 going on 7 living in a 1-bedroom apartment. Now I held back a lot of my comments for a reason, and the rabbit hole just got deeper because when you post something on social media, especially on TikTok, people are going to do their investigative work, okay? And a lot of things have happened since then, especially about the man at center of the Jenkins family. So let me go ahead and give you guys an update before I play some videos about the exposure of Andrew Jenkins and how he is not this upstanding man that is working hard to provide for his family and his kids and his woman or girlfriend, wife or whatever. She's claiming that she's a Jenkins, but apparently they are just boyfriend and girlfriend, shacking up, living together in a 1-bedroom apartment with 4 kids and another one on the way because she's pregnant. Okay. So let me go ahead and give you an update. Since she and her family has gone viral, people in the community have stepped up and wanted to support them. So they sent them things and bought things off of their Amazon wish list, and somebody bought the children some beds. Yay! Woo! Let's give a hand clap that the babies have beds. I don't care about the parents getting support. I care about the children, the innocent children and the little girls that were sleeping on the floor. Like, if you're a little girl, you know, first of all, no child deserves to sleep on the floor. Let me just get that out of the way. But little girls, you got them on the floor? The floor? Okay? Like, so finally the little girl's got a mattress and you see him, building the beds, and he's stepping up like he's father of the year. Yeah, I'm building them beds. Oh, look at me. But then his baby mama came and spoke out and actually revealed and exposed the truth about him, because as you guys know, this is the year of exposure. So if you're going to put yourself out there, even if you don't put yourself out there, best believe your dark secrets are going to come to the forefront, especially if you're fronting to be something that you are not. So let's go ahead and get into these videos.
The reality is she had 2 children. He had a son.
Hi. Since we're on here speaking about the resilient Jenkins, actually, he has more than one son. Hi, I'm the first baby mama. I'm absolutely embarrassed the fact that that's my sperm donor. I will not be posting my child on here because y'all not gonna know. But my son is almost 12. Since everybody wants to kind of chime in, that man that everybody's saying they have 2 loving parents, walked out of his son's life when he was 2. Okay, haven't seen his son since he was 5, and that's because I reached out to him to come to his kindergarten graduation, and at the time he only had 1 child, which was the little black boy you guys see in his videos. That's my oldest's little brother. Now my oldest, who's at the top because he will be 12, doesn't even know he has 2 other siblings. So no, they didn't meet when he had 1 child. He probably has more. He hasn't paid child support, but he has a PS5. I feel bad for those kids. I literally feel bad for my child's siblings, sad to say, that they have to sleep on the floor. And that man has not changed. And it's disrespectful, mind you, my child's name is being changed. I'm at work, but I keep seeing this shit, and it makes my blood boil. My son doesn't have to worry about anything. He's in a loving home. He has grandparents. He has his aunties, his uncles, close family members that are surrounded. My son is loved, and he knows he's loved. And I'm so glad I kept my son out of that situation. Because I never not wanted my son to not know his dad. And he's asked, and I've tried. I have receipts. I've tried to get him to be a part. Even his son asked, Mommy, I just want to know my dad. Why can't I see my dad? Mind y'all, when that happened, I reached out to him. He read the message, never replied. So I had to put my son in counseling just because I knew it was bothering him, and there was nothing that I could say that was going to help him. I just told him, your dad made choices, and he chose to make those choices. It has nothing to do with you. So for people that are saying like, oh, they're in a one-bedroom apartment there with 2 loving parents. No, that's not love. You don't put your kids on the floor. You sacrifice for your kids. You don't put your kids on the floor. His priorities were messed up, and that's why we never worked the fuck out. That's why we didn't work out. Because his priorities, as you guys can see, are all messed up. And now you're going viral. For what? And then you continue to make more babies, and you couldn't even take care of the first one that you had. He don't even know you, but he wanted to know you. You don't even know how great of a kid you got. And I'm so blessed that he doesn't have to worry about being in that situation. He would never have to be there. But what I am sad for is he's never going to know his siblings. And the way Portland is so small, no telling if he would ever run into his siblings when he gets older and not even know it. I have to protect my baby, y'all. I can't even let him see this. He don't have no phone, but I'm sure there'll be somebody out there that can, and he'll see it. So now I have to kind of keep him at bay and let him know myself. But yeah, Andrew, I hope you showed up to your court case for your child support. That was on October 2nd. It is October 29th. See, she said in her live earlier that God has been blessing them. No, baby. God ain't blessing you. Andrew's karma is about to do a 360. And while the organ's been looking for you, Andrew Alexander Jenkins, all the shit you've been doing, literally all the shit you've been doing, is going to come back tenfold. Your dad, bless his soul, that he ain't here to see this. You're an embarrassment. I'm sick. But I have the most beautiful son. And he would never be nothing like you. Ever. He has a heart of gold. He's a leader. Do you hear me? My son gets compliments about how he is. He's bright. Oh, he's bright. But that last name that my son is carrying is coming off. Off. You've hurt my son in ways that I can't explain. And he may not show it. But I know sometimes it bothers him. So what I'm going to do is protect my baby. But what I do know, what I really do know, is the 12 years you've been running, no matter if you got clean or not, you're still doing the same bullshit. Same bullshit. 12 years. My baby be 12. And you're still on the same bullshit. And every time, and it's not something that I want to fucking know. Nothing that I want to know. Nothing. You're an embarrassment. She's an embarrassment. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what people are saying. It's an embarrassment. You should be embarrassed. And if you could sleep at night knowing that your kids sleep on that floor and you're able to just be up in a room decked out with a PS5 and you don't even take care of your first child and you think you about to be blessed. Oh no. God don't work like that. God don't work like that. Not the God I serve. Not who I talk to. Not who's protecting me. Now who's been protecting my child? So yeah, keep thinking that they're in a house with two loving parents. No, they're in a house with two selfish parents who don't care about their upbringing and live nasty. And that's why my son was never around. And I'm so glad. And I'm so glad I'm raising a well-mannered young man with the help of my family and my husband. So resilient Jenkins, keep thinking you're about to be blessed. Because shit's about to hit the fan. For you, Andrew. For you. Because I sent. It's late. And I just want to address the video that I posted earlier. Because I can't sleep. Because it's disturbing my peace just a little bit. First and foremost, let me start off by saying, if y'all know his mom, his sister, his little sister, please respect our privacy, because we're truly embarrassed by this. I'm trying to keep quiet because everybody's asleep and I can't sleep because I'm mad. But please, if y'all know them, if you know his mom, his sister, and his little sister, please respect their privacy. I don't do this social media stuff. I post my nail work and I scroll and I watch videos and I like videos and all that stuff. I don't do this. But I had to respond. Because one thing you're not finna do is play with my child. And sit up here and think you could flaunt something that is undesirable to be in as a parent. To be comfortable in your living situation and then post it on social media. Not everything. And for one, it was kind of stupid because I haven't had no ideas where you were at all. So I guess you thought that this wasn't going to come back. I don't know. But it was a stupid move on your end. But for me to get sleep tonight, I need people to respect my son, if you know him. My inner circle, I already know. Be good. But anything beyond that, just please respect. Because we don't do this social media thing. I definitely don't. I just post like I said, I post my work. I scroll, I like, I giggle, I laugh. I go about my day. And I work. I got 2 other kids I take care of. So I don't do this social media thing, so I'm just going to address this and address it now. Because I'm not going to speak on it anymore. Because I already know how it was going to go. I know how this shit works. I know people will start digging. I know somebody was going to try to say something. You already got people sticking up for him. I think that's weird. It's just weird. People are weird. But I'm just saying, I'm not going to speak on it. So just please respect me and my son's family. If you know us. Don't talk about it. I don't care. I'd rather have not known. And to know that this has been going viral for a week is mind-blowing to me. And quite frankly, I don't understand why you would want to go viral with that. I just don't know. So, in behalf of my family, please respect it. My son doesn't know. I don't need nobody speaking on it until I speak to my son. Because the world is cruel enough as it is. So, with that being said, good night.
So Arlita spoke out that she is the mother of his first son. And she said she just felt compelled to speak out because this man was being shaped as a hardworking father, family man, a man that's doing whatever it takes to provide when really he's not providing for his fully black son. And he is apparently not paying child support, and he is not involved in his son's life. Now, there were some things that I caught on where she said that he had a substance abuse issue. So he was dealing with substance abuse. They said that he was a felon online. So he may have a record or a past record of being in and out of jail. And I just want to give Arlita her flowers. This woman did not have multiple kids by him back to back knowing he wasn't shit. She said, look, I learned my lesson and I'm even ashamed that this is my child's father. And because of my decision, my child is suffering. But she took accountability. She didn't just talk shit online and post it on Facebook and complain at everybody and whine. She took action, y'all. She got her son into therapy. She works very hard and her son needs for nothing. All her son wants is his father, love and affection, and he has abandoned his son. Okay, this mother deserves the attention. This mother deserves the community coming in and pouring into her son who has a father online, publicly taking care of another woman of a different race, even though that doesn't matter. But there's some underlying trauma there when, about the black fathers treating their white or mixed kids better because of colorism and racism. So it goes deep within that. So for those who's like, why are you bringing up race? Because it goes deep in the black community where men treat their preferences and their preferences children better than their own black children. So yes, that is triggering to also see for a lot of people. I want to go back into the mother taking action. She got her son into therapy because she knew that his father isn't shit and she cannot force him to be a father in her child's life. And she was done chasing behind him and begging for him to see his son. She's like, look, my child don't ask for nothing. He got everything that he needs. And she's remarried. She's a wife. So for those who want to say, oh, baby mama's no, she didn't have multiple kids by him back to back. She went and got herself together and now she's married and she has a tight knit community and she has the expenses and money and wisdom to go get her child some help. That's why a lot of these young men have problems because the mothers didn't step in while the child was young to get them the help that they need. I don't know how I've talked to a few of my followers before who were dealing with some things with their child's father and they had sons and their sons were having issues. And I always say, get your son help. Stop chasing after the daddy. Stop complaining about his new girlfriend. What are you doing to help your child? Because you chose this situation, right? You can't chase after a man and make him be a part of a child's life that he doesn't want to be a part of. We already understand that. You cannot force a man to be a man. You cannot shame a man into being a dad because they don't have the same logic the way women have the same logic. His ego is out of there. He don't want to look his son in the face because he know he ain't shit. When that man probably pictured him having his first son, he didn't picture looking his first son in the face, knowing his son's going to look at him. He thinks his son is going to look at him like he ain't shit. He think his son is going to look at him and look down upon him like, I can't do shit for you. I can't help you. I ain't shit. I ain't never going to probably be shit. So son, it's probably better that I'm not in your life. That is male logic. That is how a lot of these deadbeat dads think. They don't want to face what makes them feel like shit. They can't do it. That's why he's starting over with this new family and his preference and starting with kids where a woman is just going to accept anything and make him feel like a mother effing king. He feels like a king in that house. If you go look through the Jenkins family TikTok videos, she's massaging him with a massage gun for going to go do Uber Eats and DoorDash all day. She's massaging his legs because he's working to provide. And they fully exited out his first son. So I give Arlita all flowers and praise for the efforts that she is doing to protect her son. And speaking of protecting her son, she had to make a follow-up video because she don't want her son exposed to this. She's like, look, I spoke out because I had to speak out because they were lying to the public. They were trying to create an image. That woman, Miss Jenkins, was trying to create an image for her king, her man, And she was like, I had enough of this. While my child is suffering and I got him in therapy and I'm getting the help that he needs. And I know because of my decisions, my son will have to grow up wondering why his father didn't love him. Yeah, I would have spoke out too. And so the Jenkins family responded, and like a duck is gonna quack. Miss Jenkins, the duck, went quacking for her man. She literally is the definition of a woman that's sticking by her deadbeat man. So y'all go ahead and check this video out of the Jenkins responding. And I want you to catch on to what he had to say, why he's not in his son's life.
Well, it's not,
I guess a public response, kind of.
yeah, our public response.
Cool. What should we address first?
Let's address the child support thing.
Child support. Okay. The child support and child. I have the one other child, Anthony. I've been paying child support via garnishments ever since I can remember. I worked at W-2 since I was 18, 19. Worked nights, multiple jobs, never made above 22 an hour.
Work jobs that worked your body to the bone. And
yeah, I worked retail, I worked overnight, I worked at Home Depot. Where else did I work? I worked at Jackson's, I worked at Grocery Outlet. I pumped gas. I pumped gas. I did HVAC for a year, and even HVAC. People say, oh, HVAC, you pay. Hey, I was there for a year, doing the most work, coming on the weekends to do scrap metal, and then going to Jackson's, and I only got like $4 raise after a year, and people got an $8 raise, making 32 plus, and they sat me at 24.
Now the HVAC company, that's a whole other story in and of itself, because he drove all over the place for that company. He was the one working the hardest for that company, and yet they would not increase his pay. They increased the pay of 3 of the other employees while he was working there.
Anything. It's what my workload didn't equal out what I felt to what I was getting paid, or deserved to get paid, especially how fast I was picking things up and how hard I was working. And there wasn't any complaints. The complaint was, oh, you're requesting too many days off. Yes, because I want more money, so I'm trying to find other ways to make money. And then I went back to Jackson's. Trying to work days and nights, 60 hours plus, and try to make sure I wash every window, try to do every little detail to get any kind of tips.
This man has done everything he can to provide.
The child support thing, I don't know what to tell anybody. I've been paying for years via garnishment. They've taken out $9-10 grand from taxes, and I let them. I didn't fight any of it. If the other party hasn't received it, that is not on me. I don't have any of that money. I think I owe $6,000 is all I owe, which most of that got taken care of last year. And everything else is via garnishment, except for now, because I haven't gotten. I guess except for now, I'm 4 or 5 months behind. Things happen. So it's not like I don't know about it. What else? Huh?
They want to know why you're not involved in his life.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
I don't need to explain why. I don't need to explain everything. I can't explain everything.
And that's the thing. It's not their life for us to explain. It's our life. It's our perspective. It's what we've been through.
Well, people are going to judge regardless.
And that's fine.
I know. I've been judged all my life. I'm just letting them know they think the child support's one thing, and this is if they believe people are going to believe one side or the other. That's entirely up to whoever watches or listens to this. And same with the job thing. I've worked and people think, oh, you never, blah blah blah. I've worked. I always work, and I hate not working, but I hate also not getting paid for my time or for my worth. And people say, oh, you don't know your worth. Of course I know my worth. Everybody should know their worth.
Hence why we're no longer.
I've done plenty of jobs in my lifetime. I feel like I should get paid a certain amount. What else are we addressing? The destructiveness.
Yeah, there's
a speculation going around that we bought, quote unquote, foam toppers for our kids. They had frames, they had mattresses, sheets, pillows, the works, even little drapes on their
princess tapestries.
Yeah, they hung on everything and bent everything and broke it and tore it down, and
kids are destructive. They're especially our two girls.
They bent the hell out of the metal frames and all that, making it more or less a hazard. So we had to remove it from the house, and then they tore up their sheets and all bed covers and all that. And if you guys don't know, when anybody orders a bed is a giant piece of foam. When you go on to order a bed, it says foam mattress or memory foam with the pillow topper. It's all foam. If you guys didn't know, it's just I thought that was common knowledge, but I guess that's something that you guys know now.
There's this impression that I don't want better for the children, which doesn't make any sense to me. That's all I want is better for our kids, more space, more opportunity. And you'd say, oh, she's been posting about this for 3 years, and for 3 years I've been doing my absolute best to try to make something happen. And I did too. I worked W-2 jobs for a long time, and I'm not gonna justify the reason that being home with my kids, it's either I pay someone to watch my kids and raise them a way that I don't agree with, or I stay home and raise my kids and get to watch them grow and become their people. And that's the choice that I would rather have.
Oh, and of course, people think I want to stay in a one bedroom.
That's
no.
what I'm saying. They think we want to stay.
They think we want to stay in one
here.
bedroom. Things have increasingly got more expensive over the years.
Mm-hmm.
My rent has gone up.
It's gone up $300 since we got together.
Yeah, because it was what, $950.
Yeah.
People are going to judge me and have always judged me all my life. That's nothing new to me. All I know is I'm trying to do the best with what I got. How I'm trying to do the best with what I have and how I know best. And people say, yes, get a W-2. I would love to get a W-2 that paid me decent enough. But getting a W-2 at 18...
Why does it just got to be about the pay?
20,
Why does nobody consider the health aspect? That most of these W-2 jobs are sucking the life out of you. Why doesn't that matter?
Oh, because they don't care. It's not, and I get it. It's not about me. It's about my kids. But also,
Well, you don't want to be here for your kids.
That's the thing. I want to be here for my kids, and I don't want a job to suck the life out of me. So I'm coming home. I'm going to work hating my job, and I'm hating my life because my job is sucking the life out of me. That's how Jackson's was. Jackson's was okay, but it was.
If we would work in Jackson's, we will be stuck here the rest of the kids' lives. We made the decisions we made to get out of here.
Yeah,
business.
I guess here's the other thing. They'll probably say, get a second job. I've had a second job, and this is why I am pre-diabetic and on heart medication. Because I've had a heart attack and went into AFib, and I'm on heart pressure medication. Not making that excuse, but I overworked myself and didn't eat and didn't sleep and didn't eat and didn't sleep to make sure bills were getting paid. It's not like I wasn't. I would like a job that's one job. If I were to have a W-2, one job that pays well. I don't want 2, 3 jobs. Oh, that's not fair. I know that life ain't fair.
Now, this is a definition of a pick me. This is a definition of a woman who would choose love over her children, integrity, morals, principles, everything, all to have a man in her life. This is a type of woman that you got to be careful to be around. A woman that will make excuses. You could tell she grabbed that phone and said, babe, we're getting too much backlash. Let's address this now. Let's get on camera and talk about this situation. And so we can keep the illusion that you are a good father and you are a good man. But then he couldn't even explain why he's not in his son's life anymore. He said, I don't feel like I need to explain that. Then why the hell did you even get on camera in the first place? If you're not going to explain why you're not in your son's life, then don't even talk. You're getting your child support garnished from your paychecks. Now, a lot of people are saying that means that he wasn't paying his child support. Now, the baby mama said he wasn't. She responded and showed a court-ordered child support with Andrew Jenkins, and I'm going to play that video for y'all because she actually explains it. But a lot of people say, oh, if you're getting it garnished, then that means that you're not a Debbie. You can actually choose the option for child support to be garnished from your paycheck, so you don't have to worry about being late, and it's just automatically taken out of your paycheck. I think that's what that means, but I could be wrong. So if you're in the comments, please, if you're on child support, if you know anything about child support, please comment below. Like, if someone is being if their checks are being garnished or they deduct from your paycheck, does that mean that you're a deadbeat, or is that just one of the options to take instead of paying out of pocket? So he doesn't have to deal with it, right? Because he's not even active in that child's life. So y'all go ahead and give me some comments below because I kind of want to know about that. And then I'm going to go ahead and play the video from Arlita.
So, you want to know what's funny, y'all? This is the recent affidavit I received, right? So if you've been paying what you said you've been paying, Andrew, why do they need this? Did you do it? Did you do it? Oh yeah, Stephanie. Do you want me to do you want me to send you the message that I sent you back in August with the affidavit? You fucking cluck. Do you? Oh, Andrew, do you want me to go back to my messenger? To my messenger. Do you want me to go back to my messenger? I can pull up all the shit. I don't care how many jobs you had. You never stayed at one. And when he was getting a little itty bitty bit, he wasn't getting much. I remember getting my account that from the state of Oregon. They sent me 5 cents, nigga. They sent me 5 cents, nigga. You ain't paid much. Sit up there with that bitch. You got me fucked up. I will air your shit out, nigga. Air your shit out, nigga. You got me fucked up. I got receipts. I have every court document that has been sent to me. This is my recent one. Did you show up, nigga? Sit up there stuttering like a motherfucker. You can't even get your motherfucking story straight. You stupid bitch. You pissed me the fuck off. You done set me off. Now I'm unhinged. Got me fucked up. Want to sit up there and play stupid. You sit up there in that nasty ass apartment. Don't ever forget, nigga, when you did see my son, when he was about 6 or 10 months old, and you took him to some random bitch's house, and she was up in there. She lived like a fucking hoarder, and I took you outside politely, nigga. Don't sit up there and don't play me. I took you outside politely, nigga, and I said, don't let you ever have my baby in a dirty ass house. He was about 6 or 10 months old when that shit happened, nigga. You want to play with me? I told you, don't play with me, Andrew. You know I don't play with me, Andrew. I will air your shit the fuck out. Air it the fuck out. I ain't doing no shit for clout. I don't have to worry about it. I'm a normal ass human being. I'm a normal ass human being. I work. I do my nails. I work. I'm a caregiver. I take care of my oldest. I take care of my stepson when we have him. And I have my baby who will be 6. I ain't got time for no fucking clown. I ain't got to chase nothing, bitch. I ain't got to chase nothing after you motherfuckers. But I will expose you, Andrew, because you ain't done shit. The last time I got a giant-ass payout from the state of Oregon, because it didn't come from you, and the pieces of taxes that I did get, that was back in 2017, nigga. It's 2024. You fucking cluck. Now speak on that.
So Arlita came with more receipts to clear up the lies that they were trying to spread. And I guess they just went ahead and left it alone. The Jenkins family, they went ahead and left it alone. I'm not sure if this is going to keep going back and forth. I think Arlita is just kind of like, I spoke out, and I spoke out for my son because ain't nobody about to play with my child. But let me tell you something, because you know, over here at btaylortv in our community, we're going to not just talk about trending topics. We're not going to just talk about gossip things and just talk about it just to talk about it. Over here, you're going to learn. And you're going to learn from somebody who is experienced. I'm a mother of 2. I've been through some things. So I can take some of my experiences and some hardships that I personally went through and talk about it from a different perspective. And let me show y'all this video. How this woman not only spoke life into her son, because she was speaking so much life into her baby. And that as a mother is so powerful. When you speak life into your children, especially with boys who have absent fathers, when you are a mother and you speak life into your daughters and you speak life into your sons and you don't tell them, oh, you're going to be like your dad, you did it, you did it. You can easily break your sons because their egos are very fragile. They're very, very fragile. Women, you could speak life into them, but women are I'm not going to say women are more resilient than boys, but I'm just saying boys look to their mom for validation. Every child does. But boys, when they don't have that, it can be very dangerous. The fact that this mother has got her son help and therapy and she's speaking life into him and he's doing well. He's not in the streets. He's not in and out of jail. He's not using drugs. He's smart. He's educated and he's not going to be like his father. That is what a mother does for her babies when the father is absent. She continues. She keeps moving forward. She takes action and she pours life into her babies that she bought here, right? Not only did she speak life into her son, but she spoke life into her business for her family. And she has a supportive husband. She spoke life into her situation. And God took this situation and turned it around in her favor.
Can I just say, when you ask God for something, he will always deliver. It may not be exactly how you're expecting it, and it may not be in the time frame that you want, but he's never late.
Your business will succeed. Your business will make over 6 figures before the end of this year. You will get more customers than you ever have. I speak overflow on your business. I speak growth on your business. Not to receive that, type amen.
I was tagging the video for the resilient Jenkins and came across that other video I just showed on her page. And can I just say, I'm sure God's like, girl, I got you. The tragedy of that son not being raised by that father has now turned into the biggest blessing for her and her family. I know this mom didn't want to be in the public eye, but the amount of people who are in her area who are asking for her services, seeing if they can get her in the Creator Rewards program by following her, it's just, she's going to be blessed beyond measure. God will always come through. Like I said, not maybe how you're expecting it, but just be ready for whatever blessing you've asked for.
When I watched that video, it sent chills through my body of how powerful your words are, how powerful your manifestations can be, how powerful when you rely on the promises of God and you know that they're coming despite what your situation looked like. She could have had moments where she felt defeated. She could have had moments where she felt like guilty and shame and all these other things. But she kept going because she knew. She took action behind her manifestation. She took action behind the blessings that were on the way. And look how God turned such an ugly situation around for the best for her and her business. Now you got the community supporting the right mother, okay? The right mother. Now, the community is going to come together and look out for them babies because them little girls, they don't deserve that. That little boy that he has over there also don't deserve that. So, and the child that's being abandoned by his father, he also don't deserve that. But look how ugly situation got flipped around. God said, just wait on it. Just wait. Just wait. People will expose themselves. And while they're exposing themselves, and you stay quiet and you stay patient and you knew that your blessings were coming, God turned it around for her. And she's a private woman. She doesn't like being on social media. She just promotes her business on social media. And the fact that God turned it around for her, took a situation and turned it around for her and her family is a blessing within itself. And this should be basically a testimony for all of us to witness, to say, let me be patient. Let me stop being impatient. Let me have faith to know that God is going to turn it around for me no matter what it looks like. This sent chills through my body. I mean, I literally was going to cry. I'm so glad I waited on more to come out because I held a little bit back on my response because I didn't really want to give my full response because something was telling me, just wait, give a little bit of comment and then just wait. And I'm so glad I did because look what came out of it. But it was also a testimony that's coming out of it. And we are getting to witness it. So if you haven't already, I ask for you guys to go and support Arlita and her business in whatever way possible. She's on TikTok. Hopefully she ends up making Instagram for her business. Y'all go follow her and support her on there. So that's all I have to say about this situation. I'm not going to be keeping up with the Jenkins family unless some more things come out or he reunite with his son. But I can care less about this family and this woman's poor decisions to be with a dusty, who I called a dusty man, and he's giving dust. And especially if you're a deadbeat, you're the ultimate king dust ball. Okay. So go ahead and join me in the comments below and let me know your thoughts about this situation and what do you think about all of this, and just give some words of encouragement to some single mothers. And like I said, go follow Arlita and support if you can.